Show. This is the Border Patrol live on Sports Radio 810 WHB and 38 The Spot. All right, 90 minutes straight at KU and K-State. Nate, you ready for a breather?
You know what? My butt's hurt, so yeah.
Wow.
I'm butt hurt, as we've established on Twitter.
Jake,
so
anything?
let's
Nothing from you, huh? You'll sit there. All right.
change the topic for a little bit.
Just for a bit, we got our good friend James Krause, UFC fighter representing Kansas City. He will be on the card for UFC 184 this Saturday, headline by Ronda Rousey. And
he has to take that type of a breath every time he says Ronda Rousey's name. He just has to.
It's like a breath of fresh air in here. And it's going to be at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. And you're actually getting on a plane today and heading out west to L.A. to get ready for Fight Week. What's up, James Krause? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. Ready to get this weight off me, get weighed in, and start eating again.
So you're leaving today. You'll be in L.A. tonight?
Yep, I leave at 2 o'clock today. Just, normal flight time. I'll probably get there, go shopping for my food for the rest of the week, get a workout in, and call it a night.
Okay, you got a huge jug of water here, and you just said, I can't wait to get this weight off of me.
Yeah.
Well, how much do you weigh right now?
Today, my weight's probably the best it's ever been. I'm about 15, 16 pounds over right now, so I weighed, it was like 170.8 or something like that.
And what do you have to get down to by Friday?
155.
So you got to go from 170 right now to 155 in the span of a couple days?
Yeah, you act like it's a big deal, but I was actually pretty excited about it when I woke up.
So that's lower. That's less than you usually have to drop right before a weigh-in?
Yeah, for my last fight, I was probably about 5 pounds heavier, and 5 pounds doesn't seem like that much, but 5 pounds of muscle is actually quite a bit. So it's less work I'll have to do. I'll cut my weight Thursday night. And then Friday morning, so I would probably say I'll probably get 10 pounds off on Thursday night, and then 3 to 4 on, I'll sleep a couple pounds off, and then the rest Friday morning.
And then how much do you put on before the fight starts again?
Depending on when I fight, as far as like what time, I would say minimum I usually put on 23 pounds, usually minimum. It's usually closer to 25. And sometimes I've hit 30 plus before.
And that's in the course of 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how you do it, but it's all calculated out. Just small meals the entire night, and just got to be smart about it. It's just as important as the weight cut, if not more important.
So what you said you're going to go get your food for the week. So like, what are some of the things you're going to eat between now and weigh-in?
Yeah, so we'll go to somewhere like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or something like that, and then it'll probably be pretty consistent throughout the week. I'll probably do like 2 eggs and maybe some fruit, maybe like an orange or something like that, just something real basic. And then 4 ounces of chicken and vegetables for lunch. Same thing for dinner. Maybe a snack in between.
There's no In-N-Out burger between now. What about that? See, but afterwards.
That's after, yeah.
Afterwards, we talked about this a couple of fights ago in Vegas. You went for the pot roast at Denny's because there was nothing else open. But In-N-Out burger, I feel like that's like in L.A. That's the best post-fight celebration
You
spot.
can't go wrong with In-N-Out burger, and definitely I always try to take a week off and post some epic meals that I have. I like to travel a little bit and get stuff I normally wouldn't have. But yeah, if that's something you're interested in, follow me on my social media, and you'll get a kick out of that.
Okay, what's your Twitter account?
Yeah, Twitter is the James Krause. Facebook is the James Krause MMA. Instagram's the James Krause. So they're all pretty much the same.
So that's putting your body through a lot, obviously, to get ready for this. How do you feel? When you start going through this whole process of cutting all your weight, I mean, how do you feel?
Yeah, so right now, I mean, we're I say we as in fighters, myself, we're not I'm not taking in very many carbs right now. I really don't need it. This week is fight week, so I'm not really training as hard as I normally would be. So I feel fine right now. I'll probably just do some pad work, hitting some mitts, maybe a little bit of grappling, just a little bit of running, maybe nothing big, just sweat. But I feel fine right now. Thursday night and Friday morning will get a little rough. Anytime you lose 15 plus pounds of water, it's never fun. So, but yeah, it'll get a little rough. But for the most part, it's better than how I used to do it, which was just dehydrate your body for 2-3 weeks out and then not eat as much. And like right now, I'm eating good. I'm full when I eat. So. Yeah, I mean, it's much better than the way I used to do it.
Okay, tell me what you know about your opponent, Valmir Lazaro.
Yeah, he's a Brazilian guy, very extensive striking background. He just wants nothing to do with the ground game. He's a fun fighter to watch. You know, he doesn't have a lot of experience. He's only had one fight in the UFC. He's only had 15 pro fights. I don't think he's had an amateur career at all. You know, compared to I'm coming up on 50 fights total now. So, you know, it'll be interesting. He's a very exciting guy, and these are the type of guys that I like to fight. He's not going to be hard to find in the cage. You know, I'm not going to have to chase him. He's gonna come out, step in the middle, and then we'll figure things out from there. But he's a fun guy to fight. Exciting for the fans, exciting for everybody to watch, and that's what's important to me.
So you say that he likes to strike and doesn't like to get on the ground. I'm guessing that's where you want to get him then.
Yeah, you know, I guess I'm pretty well known for being a fairly well-rounded individual. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely want to mix things up. I've kind of, that's one thing I really wanted to change in this fight. I usually have a tendency to come out and I like to strike because that's what the fans want to see. They want to see knockouts. They want to see exciting fights, and so that's what I try to give them. But, you know, I really haven't shown my wrestling or jiu-jitsu in the UFC at all, and I think and I'm not necessarily even looking for that. I just need to come out and mix things up and threaten both areas, and I think that'll open up opportunities in either one.
So you say you're well-rounded. So for someone that might be tuning in to watch you for the first time on Saturday night, what kind of scouting report would you give on yourself?
Oh man, it's tough to talk about yourself, but you know, I originally started in jiu-jitsu, which is like a grappling base, you know, similar to wrestling with submission holds and chokes, and so that's how I started. So that's kind of my base. I'm probably better there than I am anywhere, but like I said, I love to strike. I've really, over the past few years, I've really kind of taken an interest to kickboxing and striking more, and so that's what the fans want to see. They want to see big knockouts. They want to see, you know, that's how you're remembered, really. I mean, there's not very many fighters that are remembered for their great submission skills, you know, on a casual fan basis. So I definitely want to be exciting for the fans, and that's who I fight for, is the fans. You know, I'm not in this for money, obviously, because that was if I wanted to be a professional athlete for money, I would play golf or be a kicker in the NFL or something like that. So yeah, I mean, I want to be exciting. I want to have fun out there, and that's what I do. I fight for the fans.
What about the venue, Staples Center?
Yeah.
Some great fights, both boxing and MMA, have occurred at Staples Center in L.A. So what are your thoughts about fighting there?
Yeah, I'm very excited about fighting there. I've been very fortunate on where the UFC's put me as far as venue goes. I've got to fight at MGM twice. I fought at the Palms before. I mean, I fought at some really, really awesome venues. So the Staples Center will be just a great addition to the resume, man. I'm excited to. I think it holds somewhere around 20,000. Does that sound?
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. So I think the most I've ever been in front of is 15 before. So that'll be fun.
And I mentioned the fight's headlined by Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm.
And look, and you tell me, her rise in this sport to the popularity of where she is right now, and she's transcended MMA now. She's just she's a star that a lot of people know even without having seen her fight. What do you think about her popularity? I mean, you're fighting on the card headlined by Ronda Rousey and Kat Zingano. Hopefully it'll be a competitive fight. But what do you think about her as a fighter and how she's helped the profile of UFC?
Absolutely. I think she's done wonders for women's MMA, obviously. I mean, that doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. But I've never actually trained with her. I have some good friends that have trained with her, and for what I understand, there's women's MMA, and then there's Ronda Rousey. She's just on a different level than anybody else, and I think she's shown that. You know, she's blown everybody out of the water. You know, she's fought every out of the top 5. She's fought the next, you know, the next 4 or whatever. And I think she's beat them all in the very first round, with the exception of Misha, which I think she beat her in the second or third. But you know, I like Kat's style. I just don't see her. I don't see anyone beating Ronda right now. She's just on another level. She's different than most of these other girls out here. So, but yeah, she's done great things. I personally don't see her in MMA very much longer, though. I think the money's too good in movies and things like that. So I could definitely see her, you know, in 2 or 3 fights being done and pursuing other careers.
Now, you're up in Kansas City, and for people that don't know, you have a couple of gyms here. You're a businessman besides being an MMA fighter, so tell us about your gyms. One up north off of North Oak, and then the other out in Lee Summit.
Absolutely, yes. Glory MMA and Fitness. We do Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, kids classes. We have a great program for kids. We focus on a lot of life skills. Really anything that you would ever need, fitness related or self defense related, anything like that, we cover it. We have some awesome cardio kickboxing classes. The gyms are just growing like crazy. We just opened the one up on North Oak. It's doing very well. We're actually moving the facility into a bigger one already. We're less than 6 months in. And then the one in Lee Summit's been there for going on almost 4 years now, and it's getting bigger as ever, big as ever as well. So yeah, I mean, if fitness or self-defense or martial arts or anything, if you guys have any interest in that, definitely check us out, gloryMMAandfitness.com.
And I was out there on Saturday, and you walk in there, and you could see some of the best fighters in the Midwest. Tim Elliott was in there, Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, that's
Shark
what he likes.
bait.
That's Jake
Yes.
Sharkbait Gutierrez right there. And so not only is it you, but some other world-class fighters that you help train, that you work with, or are all in there trying to represent Kansas City, make things happen on a national scale.
Absolutely. There's 3 current fighters in the UFC. All are out of Glory Gym, and we have guys fighting on CBS Sports. I mean, we've really worked hard to kind of be the gym in Kansas City, and I think we've done a good job establishing ourselves there. But we're always pushing forward. We're always trying to do that and make a difference in other fighters and just in casual people's lives.
Okay, so you're gonna win this fight on Saturday at UFC 184, but then you've got another big event coming up because you're gonna be with us for the Leinenkugel Summer Shanty Snowball Classic Celebrity Softball Game, Saturday, March 7th at Community America Ballpark. So I know you're a good athlete, but how's your softball game? What's going on here? Because we have to pick teams, and so we have to see. I don't know how high you're going to go in this draft. So what do you got?
Well,
Be honest.
I was when I was 7, I was the team MVP for my baseball team.
All right.
Ooh.
All right.
It's on my team.
So
We'll see.
take that.
We will take that.
Yeah.
What position?
I was a pitcher, first base, and I was probably the best batter we had, which
Yeah.
isn't saying anything because I played for Odessa Parks and Rec, but
I don't know anything about Odessa Parks and Rec. I can't.
that's exactly
I
right. You don't. Nobody
well,
does.
I'm saying they could be great. I don't know.
All right, so for people to come out and support James Krause and congratulate him on what will be a win at UFC 184, you come out with us to Community America Ballpark Saturday, March 7th, the Leinenkugel's Summer Shanty Snowball Classic. Have a bunch of local celebrities out there playing softball and raising some funds, and also you can bring out canned food items we're going to be collecting to be donated to the Olathe Community Food Pantry and also Bishop Sullivan Center. And James Krause will be out there representing the UFC at the Leinenkugel Summer Shanty Snowball Classic with us. Now, James, when you think about this fight and you try to envision how it's going to go, what do you say happens, and what's the best route to victory on Saturday night?
Absolutely, yeah. I think I've thought about this 1,000 times. This fight's been won already in my head a million times. Showing up is just a formality from here. I mean, I would be disappointed in myself if I didn't walk away with a first round victory, a finish. I think I have too much experience for this guy. I think I'm too well versed in everything. I'm better than him everywhere, really. You know, I think it's too soon for this guy to face somebody like me, and like I said, I would be very disappointed if I don't walk away with a first round finish. But that's why we fight, though. You know what I mean? If it was that easy, we would just say that and we wouldn't fight. You know, at the end of the day, we got to get in there and we got to figure it out. So I'm excited to get in there, test my skills as usual. Excited to get in there and rep Kansas City. It's really important to me to kind of. You know, there's the Chiefs, there's the Royals, Sporting KC. You know, I want to be the name for the MMA. So, it's important to me to go out and rep Kansas City and show everybody what I can do. And
when the UFC finally comes to Kansas City, you want to be on the card?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, for sure. You know, I don't know when that is, but I would be very upset if I'm not on that card. There's absolutely no reason in the world why they can't come to Kansas City, and why I shouldn't be on that card. All right, maybe most important question: what's your cage walk song going to be? You walk out, what do you got? I don't know yet. I'm struggling between a couple. The Nas song that we introed with was my last walkout song. All right, so you going to do that again, or are you going to switch it up? No, I switch it up always. I don't ever walk. I've walked out to the same song twice in a row, and I lost both fights. So you don't want to do that. What are the candidates? What are the nominees? Or what are you trying to decide between? Maybe I have there's Chitty Bang, but who's from Topeka actually. Okay. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mind Your Manners.
Top City.
Yeah, and then there's another local guy from Kansas City that we've kind of got a partnership deal going. That I'm thinking about walking out to one of his songs as well. I'm just trying to get everything.
See, I like that. The local.
Oh yeah, I'm always
the
repping
local
Kansas
artists.
City, man. You
Chitty
gotta
Bang
rep
did that childhood song. What's it called? Man, it was a remake of an MGMT
Yeah, it's
song. Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah.
That's Chitty Bang right there. He's from Topeka?
Wichita or Topeka, one or two.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
How about that?
You
Learn
like this
something new
part
every
of it.
day.
See, you could
song's
be added
good.
as the music,
I mean, this
music
you-
consultant.
This
for your
isn't the
team.
one you're looking at, though,
No.
is it? He's got
The one I'm
probably a little more.
mind your manners. Yeah.
Probably a little.
It's actually pretty similar to this.
Maybe they
I
could be a
love
song
this
for
song.
Jake. Mind your manners. The James Krause. Tell everyone again. UFC 184. What's going to happen?
First round. That's finished.
That's
Nice.
right.
Yeah.
If you want to tune in and watch it, it's going to be this fight. It's going to be on UFC Fight Pass.
7-0 Chiefs.
Huh?
7-0 Chiefs.
Yeah, there you go. I'll take that. And the James Krause on Twitter, the James Krause on Instagram. A big bottle of water. He's going to get hydrated and ready to represent Kansas City UFC 184. We'll be right back after this on Sports Radio 810 WHB and 38 The Spot.